Guten Tag, my fine feathered friends.
Hello.
How are we all doing today?
Silence.
Snap. Scooch. A scooch. Scooch. There. I was like halfway off the thing.
And whose fault is that?
This moi.
Yeah. Who needs to check the shot before we go live?
This moi.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Boop, boop, boo. Oh, there we go. So, anything wild and different happened this week in comics?
Nope. Everything's the same. Always, all the time.
Nothing has changed at all.
Everything has changed.
Oh my god. So, some of you might know, I know Brandy knows, this week was the first week that Marvel comics were distributed by Penguin Random House. We apparently were fairly lucky.
We didn't have many damages. Hardly any.
Yeah.
A lot of stores did. That's not good.
Yeah, the boxes that Penguin's shipping the single issues in are well-intentioned.
Mhm.
I believe with a mind for obviously not a whole lot of room for shifting. Now, the downside is you ding any corner of that box and you get damaged comics for sure.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. So Brandon's saying that her Penguin shipment was great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it sounds like we're one of the lucky few. I think that Penguin should pack their single issues like Universal does in Canada, where they would have one of those boxes, but then there's a bigger box surrounding it, and then fill it with paper.
Yeah.
So that if the box shifts, it could still shift, but it's within a protected bigger box.
Yeah, exactly. And they can put like a couple of those in
Mhm.
a box in a box inside another box, basically.
Yeah, I like it.
Mini boxing.
Yeah, and it'd be good, safe. Why are you moving closer to me?
Because I kept drifting this way.
That's funny. I'll pretend to be offended though. How dare you?
How dare. Yeah, I was really happy with it. Up here, Penguin delivers their product through an outfit called Canpar. And our Canpar driver really likes us.
Yeah, Scott's good people.
He's a very good people.
Mhm.
And those boxes were pristine. Very happy to see that. And quite honestly, it was a weird new system to have like 3 separate shipments to process for single issues anyways.
Yeah. So I was getting a little concerned because the Penguin shipment didn't come until about, was it 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yeah.
Now we had already processed, well, I say I was doing other stuff, but Brandon had processed the Diamond shipment, and we had already got DC on Monday. So those were alphabetized and checked over already. And now, as anyone knows, in a comic shop, there's always something to do. So it's not like we were ever sitting and waiting. Hi, Max.
Here comes the boy.
Yes, he is. But it showed up, it arrived, and it was good because we also got our books.
My goodness.
Because even though they come from 2 different warehouses, they end up in the same place. So poor Scott had his entire dolly cart loaded up with boxes, mostly Penguin Random House. We got some Simon & Schuster as well. So some of these we'll be talking about tonight. Some of these are under the single issues. And 1 or 2 things we are going to talk about, but we did not bring home because they're giant hardcovers.
Big boys.
So y'all can figure that out because I am not, I'm not taking around like a 20-pound omnibus just to show you for a minute. Trust me, it'll be at the store. It's fine.
Yeah, very happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and I realized too that it was way quicker doing all of them separately and putting them into files.
Mm-hmm.
Partly because you're working on a more focused area, and so like I burned through the Marvel stuff really quickly.
Yeah, no, you went faster than you do when you have it all in one.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that is just because instead of going through these like 6 to 8 short
Mhm.
boxes all at once, okay, that one there, that one there, that one there, that one there. It's literally just like going through and being like, okay, that one, that one, that one, in, that one, that one, that one, in.
Mhm.
So I might try and figure out a way to do all of these separately.
Yeah, you might, because like all we need to do is just plunk them into different short boxes, and then you just take those. Because we do have like some customers that are just Marvel,
Yeah.
and it would be so nice if you didn't have to go over them over and over again with the main files. If you do everything,
Yeah.
you just do it. They're Marvel or whatever, and then they're done.
Yeah. Grab, file.
Yep.
Anyways,
Yeah.
fun logistics talk here on.
Yeah, we're starting to sound like challengers up in here.
I do like the Challengers podcast. It is fun.
I do too, and it's not just because they glow. They say glowing things about you in your articles every so often, which is nice.
It is very nice.
Yeah, it's good to hear. I was petting Max. It's good to hear the behind the scenes stuff. Yeah.
And especially from folks in the industry, that kind of like when we're sitting in our heads thinking like, are we bonkers? Like, why are things like this? And then to hear it from other folks is always super nice.
Well, when you're straight up told you're bonkers repeatedly by people who have 30 to 40 years of experience, you start to think maybe I'm the one who's wrong. But no, it is the olds that are wrong.
Indeed.
It's not the children. The children are our future.
Children's.
Children's.
All right. We should probably get to stack.
Yes, because as you can see, it's fairly tall. It would be twice as much as those omnibuses or omnibi, but we're just going to talk about those at the end because they're probably the size of my palm. Like, it's just, they're big. So they did not come home with us.
Omniboop.
Omniboop. All right. First things first. Oh, sorry. Actually, shoot. I didn't. Oh, Max.
Love you. We love you, boy.
Give me 2 seconds.
Big wiggle butt. Headbutt me straight in the heart.
Oh, heck. They have more Umbrella Academy stuff available on Diamond.
Oh, those look too much like people faces, though.
I know, they're kind of creepy.
My God.
Yeah, it's too much. But we're not here to talk about toys. All right. We are here to talk about Dirtbag Rapture. Can you show the good folks a cover?
I can.
Thank you. And a tail. That's lovely. She's stoned. She's selfish. She's all that stands between us at the end of the world. Where do you go when you die? Cat, a stoner with a flexible moral code, can answer that. And the answer is not very far. Unfortunately for Kat's peace of mind, a near-death experience has left her with the ability to see and hear ghosts, as well as take them into her mindscape so that she can bring them to locations of their choosing, essentially playing transporter to the deceased. But when Kat discovers she's the key to a demonic plan to screw up the whole world, she is forced to take on an active role in the battle between good and evil, and she's not thrilled about it. Now, I've been wanting to read this for a bit. The writer and I, Chris Sabella, I literally can go either way. I have no middling feelings about his series. I either love them or I'm just like, I have no idea what I just read. I still think he's a super talented guy. Like, don't get me wrong. This is nothing against him. I love this. This was great. Dirtbag Rapture was a fun read. I love Kat, and she's a great character.
You love cats?
I also love cats.
Mm.
It's not a surprise that I love an awesome lady who can see ghosts, who also is named Kat.
Spooky 30s are hitting you real hard.
I know. What am I going to do in my 40s? Is there a spooky 40s?
I don't know. I think they were just called the 40s.
I think it's just you're scared already. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Righteous Thirst for Vengeance is next.
It is shocking. It's a story that kind of lets a lot of the art speak. Some nice quiet moments. Very much. I always need to. Andre Lima Araujo,
Mhm.
who way back in the day was on podcast The Comics.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
So it is written by Rick Remender, who is the writer of Deadly Class. So if you like that style of things and want to continue with his work, definitely check out A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance. When an unassuming man stumbles upon a dark web contract assassin's vicious plot to kill an innocent target, he turns himself into one. Excuse me. The professional meets Road to Perdition. In this story of a family's unlikely guardian being hunted by rich and powerful men who are used to getting away with everything. Neat.
Andre's art, as usual, is very atmospheric. I like how they give you a sense of time and place, and it is absolutely gorgeous. You used to live in Vancouver, right?
I don't know.
Did you used to live in Vancouver?
Oh, me? I
Yeah.
heard used to live in Vancouver, right? I'm like, I don't know if the artist used to live in Vancouver. Yes, I did live in Vancouver for a year.
Does it look like Vancouver?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes?
would those be actual places?
I don't know. It was over 10 years ago.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're really putting me on the spot here.
I was just wondering if the artist had kind of got some Vancouver in there.
I don't know because you were showing me on like a really flat angle. So you're not actually showing me. You're just kind of saying that you're showing me. I'm going to get my notepad. Brent, I see your message. I will get you a copy of Righteous. Oh, yeah. I read this one last night.
It's definitely a very different style of Batman story, done by Dan Waters and Danny, who did Coffin Bound.
Oh, yeah. I remember you saying that before. Seriously, Max? Wait. Okay, you better stay there. Yeesh. Arkham 1. Arkham.
Yep. So this is definitely more of a
Oh, here it is.
a Batman story, done more in a Vertigo style, which I really, really like.
So, y'all remember, and it's okay if you don't, the Joker's attack on Arkham Asylum and basically killed most everybody. That happened. So this is the follow-up to that. That's literally all you need to know for this. And they do talk about it, so it's okay. The Joker's attack on Arkham Asylum left the long-standing Gotham establishment in ruin. Most of the patients killed or missing, and only a handful of surviving staff and one doctor. In the chaos of the assault, it is believed that several of the asylum's patients escaped and scurried off into the dark nooks and the crannies of Gotham City. Now, these Arkhamites walk among us, and it's up to the asylum's one remaining doctor, Jocasta Joy, to round up her former patients. Let's see, I'm gonna skip that. Yeah. The other half was just description.
No, of course. I like the parts of Solicits where it actually talks about the book and sells it, but then there's like huge chunks sometimes that are just like just a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I could have divided that in half. You don't need that latter half. Like, and then maybe like the join the writer Dan Waters and artist standing out on Odyssey through the deepest depth. Like, that's fine. You can end that. But there's like 2 sentences in there that I would have just cut.
Jason is right. It is pronounced Chaos.
Boo. Jay Swiss is here.
What? We need a hype button. We don't really have a hype button. We have like
Oh, that's right! Forgot about my marionette making phase. I keep them up here because it's away from the knives.
yeah, we just have a knives button. We have a marionette dolls knives button. That doesn't really kind of bring up the hype though.
No, it does not. Oh my gosh. All right, one sec. I'm gonna pull this up.
Oh yeah, I started paging through this. If you're looking for kind of when Garth Ennis would do like strange, weird horror things, Soul Plumber looks like you're gonna get a lot of that there. Working with the writers work with a Garth Ennis regular, John McCrae, and yeah. That's the story style that you're going to get here, and I think I can sell this to a lot of people.
Mhm. So it's from the creators of the last podcast on the left, which I know a lot of people listen to. Exorcism just got a whole lot easier. After attending a seminar hosted in a hotel conference room by a mysterious group called the Soul Plumbers, Edgar Wiggins, disgraced former seminary school student, discovers that what he thinks is the secret to delivering souls from the thrall of Satan. But after stealing the blueprints and building the machine himself out of whatever he can afford from his salary as a gas station attendant, Edgar misses the demon and instead pulls out an interdimensional alien with dire consequences for all of mankind.
Yay! Fun shenanigans.
That's funny. Let me pull this up.
Night of the Cadillacs, an execution posse series.
Oh wait, I spelled that wrong. 1 sec. Okay. All right. So this is a one of 2 parts. Okay. Just so everyone knows. In the spirit of Lost Boys and Warriors, Night of the Cadillacs is a high-octane, genre-bending mix of horror, hard action, forbidden love, and street culture. Rival supernatural gangs come to Earth on an overnight raiding mission to retrieve life-storing blood from humans. While the gangs battle among themselves for prized captives, a defiant and charismatic gangbanger breaks free from his crew to go on the run with a rebellious 18-year-old human girl to protect her from his predatory family. Oh, a lot going on in there. Should be an interesting read.
Yep. Scout also does a great job of their cover stock and paper stock. I always like it. Although the paper smells. It has a lot.
1 sec. So this is just called Out. So it's a little harder to search, but I will tell you this very shortly.
Out.
There we go.
The quickest version of it is this is a World War II, late World War II era spookums.
Mm-hmm. In the waning days of World War II, with the Allies advancing, a desperate Nazi officer Okay, I was doing so good. Unearths an ancient force of evil that he hopes will turn the tide of battle, a vampire. To test the power of his secret weapon, he unleashes the monster on an unsuspecting group of Allied POWs. It's up to Nakoma, a Comanche language expert, to communicate with the vampire to find out what it really wants. I think it just wants a hug.
Oh, it definitely wants some kind of hug.
A neck hug.
Neck hug. Yeah.
Bite. No. You stay there, buddy. You stay. Oh man. Okay.
The siren song of some scritches.
Yeah.
I am helpless.
Okay. We're down. Good boy. See, if you stay there and you don't press any weird buttons, you can stay on the table. Huh? There we go.
I
slowly getting it.
have been incapacitated.
Uh-oh. I guess I'll have to do the rest of the show alone.
He paw on my hand.
Oh. Oh, wait.
Thanks.
This is the wrong one. Sorry.
Omega.
I know. I want alpha, and I got omega. So 1 sec. There we go. Okay. Wow. I love how Marvel always starts with caps lock. Enter the pages of the Darkhold and lose your mind in mighty Marvel fashion.
Everybody, enter the pages of the Darkhold and lose your mind in a mighty Marvel fashion.
Yeah.
Do you like spooky?
Do you like Marvel? I like Marvel. I can't do it anymore. Critically acclaimed writer Steve Orlando, we like that guy, joins forces with extraordinary artist Cyan Torme. Ooh, I don't know that person. I'm excited to find out. For a story that will delight and terrify. For hundreds of years, scholars and heroes alike have searched for the complete text of the Darkhold, aka the Book of the Damned, written by the elder god Cthon. Gesundheit.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you were really worried he was gonna.
He was going straight for that camera. Headbutt.
Now one of the greatest sorcerers in the multiverse has found it, and Cthon has found him. To save them all, the Scarlet Witch, must gather the world's greatest heroes and unleash their inner darkness. Witness the Marvel's universe's descent into chaos.
Chaos.
As everyone knows right now, which I don't expect you to do because that's gatekeeping, the Scarlet Witch is currently dead? ? So, what's going on?
Hard to say.
I guess you'll have to read it.
Ooh. Yes, I am definitely known for my timely references.
Honestly, your strong bad is a lot better.
It's true.
I wish I could do impressions.
Yeah, and I find it's always best to do with something that is just completely out of left field for them to say.
Oh, completely. I love it. All right, let's see. Let's talk about Amazing Spider-Man. Woo! This is a Waffle One cover. Sorry. I was like, woohoo, opportunities. Okay. Amazing Spider-Man is back to thrice monthly.
Thrice monthly.
Let's bring thrice back into our dialogue, my friends, because this story is pure jet fuel. Oh, honey, who wrote this? This is very sweet. Ben Reilly has returned to NYC and has fully taken back the mantle of Spider-Man. But what does this mean for Peter Parker? The greatest team of web writers has come together with the most epic arachnid artists. Ugh, boo for that. Ever assembled to bring you a spider story. God, they did it 3 times. That will shake up Spider-Man's 59th year in ways you, all caps, cannot predict.
I read this right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
A very good jumping on point. You don't really need to know much, and what you do need to know is told to you. I am going to share this previously. Peter Parker has just been through hell. A sinister war and the most harrowing fight of his life have left Peter very scathed and left Peter's best friend since college, Harry Osborn, very dead. Oh no, that boy's very dead.
Oh no. Oh, he was just a little bit dead.
And not mostly dead.
Just a little bit.
Peter's gone through some intense situations before. He's always bounced back. He'll do it again this time, right? Right?
No.
So part of this, which I really liked, was it is about grief. And doing something that I don't see Spider-Man doing a whole lot of usually. He's usually fueled by grief. Not necessarily acknowledging that. Whereas this one really does show some of the effects and avoidance tactics and like all kinds of stuff. That's really good. And then it's just like a banging superhero story. It's funny. It's great. It's got a bunch of backups, including one by Kelly Thompson, which is really good. And yeah, she's going to be part of the regular rotating team. I am very excited for this because I was like, fun superhero stuff. Sometimes you just want like a give me the good stuff. Give me the regular.
Yeah, no, it's like comforting.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. All right, we have 2 of the many.
So many.
Yes. So it is Wonder Woman's 80th year, and as such, DC is celebrating with IMAX with a 100-page super spectacular. So these are just 2 of the many decade focused variant covers. So we've got not decade, sorry. They split it up between like the comics, the animations, the movies. Sorry, my bad. So we've got an animation inspired. Boop, pew, pew.
Pow, pow.
Huh, Piao.
Ting.
And Golden Age variant. So it is a little bit of time and media because that girl has been everywhere and we love her for it.
We do.
So within you are going to find stories by Becky Cloonan, Jordi Belair, Amy Reeder, Mark Wade, Tom King, Vita Ayala, Steve Orlando, Stephanie Phillips, and G. Willow Wilson. And it's very good. I read it last night because we got, as we said before, we got our DC early, which is sweet.
I do love getting stuff that we can actually get a handle on how Wednesday's gonna go.
Yeah, and so there's stories. There's stories about Diana. There's stories about Nubia. Also, Nubia has the series starting soon, so that's exciting.
Mhm.
And there's like pinups in the middle of everything in the stories. So yeah, it's just a fun heckin' book.
Yeah. Margaret, I'm not sure 100%, but we'll write down just in case. Speaking of fun DC one-shots, Are You Afraid of the Dark Side is out, which is great.
I loved it.
It's your regular batch of spookums, written by a whole array of different people. Oh, Mittens does some art in here.
Mittens.
Love Christopher Mittens. But yeah, kind of on the what you would say newer artists and writers area, but still so happy. Some Teen Titans, some Harley Quinn and Darkseid.
Oh yeah, the Harley Quinn one is super fun.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Batman, Mad Hatter, Jon Stewart, the Green Lantern, not the TV show host.
They're one and the same.
Phantom Stranger, Aquaman, Aqualad. Oh, they do the Ogopogo.
They do.
Oh, Ed Brisson. Good old Canadian boy.
Yep.
Doing some Ogpokes.
I guess I should have been more specific.
Wonder Woman and Vixen and Superman and Lois Lane. Heck yeah. Anywho.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a story in the Wonder Woman with Clark Kent, and it's amazing. She gives him a little bit of a makeover. It's great. But it's also like when it's the 70s when she had that new uniform.
Sweet. Yeah.
So he is full on in like something paisley. It's great.
I love it. What we got? Oh yeah.
Okay, so we have reached wow. We've reached the graphic novels, and there are so many.
Look at these special sparklies. There are actually some sparkles on these, which I really like. These are deluxe editions of Sheets and Mooncakes, two of our favorites. And they are both about cool things. I'm going to read one, you read the other?
Yeah.
At the same time, no, I'm kidding.
And go.
For Marjorie Glatt, being 13 years old isn't quite the same as it is for everyone else. Responsible for running her family's laundromat while trying to survive middle school, Marjorie's daily struggles include persnickety customers, snippy classmates, agonizing swim lessons, and a laundry. Always laundry. Wendell is a bit different too. Wendell is a ghost. His daily struggles include dead youth support groups and unavoidable stains. But when he escapes from the land of ghosts and bumbles into Marjorie's laundromat, the perfect ghost playground, his attempts at fun and friendship begin to harm the family business. Sheets is a powerful story about a young girl's perseverance, even when all the odds are stacked against her. It shows that forgiveness and second chances can result in unlikely friendships. Above all, it is also an invitation into an unusual haunted laundromat that brings family, friends, and yes, sheets to life. He's so good, and I like that everyone can get a nice sparkle edition.
Yeah, it's really sweet.
Sparkle.
And then there was what was the sequel called?
It's a good question.
I don't remember. We have it on shelf right now.
Delicate?
Delicates, yeah. Yeah. So if you do like sheets, there is more. There's a sequel, Delicates. I am really, dude. Really?
All right, bud.
Back off. Back off. Back. I was
Sorry, buddy.
nice. Oh. Thank you. I am unsure if Delicates will get the same treatment, but that's a-okay. We will have them in soft cover as well. I'm really glad that Sheets did this well. I think it's really nice. And speaking of fun special editions, there is now a Mooncakes edition, and it's got like the nice 3D kind of letters, which is really cool. So no sparkles, but very, very cool. The soft cover of this has been out of print for a while, so I've been wanting to like reread it / sell it repeatedly, and it hasn't been available. So I'm really, really happy that this is back. All right, let's see here.
The boys downstairs.
Thank you. Wait, did you take the...
I did.
Okay.
A thunk.
That only needs to happen once. For anyone who wasn't there that night, my gosh. Brandon had put Max in the basement because he was causing a ruckus, and we have a short little cat tower. And Max was either using it or was really pissed off. And we were doing the show, and like a minute later, we heard thunk, 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 crash. And I went, I think Max just took the tower down the stairs.
You sure did.
And he did. And now we have a really awesome dent in a storage closet door that we have a house we don't own yet.
Super great.
So that's great. I'm so glad we're going to actually buy this because I feel really bad about that. Yes, we are planning on buying. It will be next year, but this will be our permanent home. Woo!
Hype button.
Hype button.
I keep them up here because it's away from the knife.
Hype.
I was going to be like, boo, 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 equity. I don't know. Oh, okay. A story of love and demons, family and witchcraft. Nova Huang knows more about magic than your average teen witch. She works at her grandmother's bookshop, where she helps them loan out spell books and investigate any supernatural occurrences in their New England town. Yes! Homeowner hype, what up? That's going to be us one day soon. One fateful night, she follows reports of a white wolf into the woods and comes across the unexpected, her childhood crush, Tam Lang, battling a horse demon in the woods. Now, against the background of a slowly rekindling romance, Tam and Nova must investigate the dark supernatural forces eager to claim wolf magic for evil.
Woof.
Woof, woof.
Wolf Newt.
Yes! Wolf Newt. We'll be celebrating that in November.
Yeah.
Wolf Newt was invented by a 7-year-old a couple years ago. It took the rounds on Tumblr. And it's I think the end of November. And you're just really... You celebrate Wolf Newt by being nice to dogs and eating a pie shaped like the moon, which I assume just means a meat pie. And being nice to dogs.
Yeah.
That can't be stated. That can't be overstated. Be nice to dogs.
Be nice to dogs. The newest Avatar: The Last Airbender omnibus is here. These all came out in 3 volumes. They're now all coming out in single volumes with the nice picture that goes along the spine. These are essentially show ran by the original show creators. So for folks who are just like, man, I super wish I knew what happened after that great TV show I liked. Well, you can find out. And these are really great.
I love it. Yes.
It will be tough, but I can do it.
You can do it. You have some good doggos, Brent.
Yeah.
All right. This is one I've been super psyched for. It's one of those descriptions you run across and you're like, I have to order this. I need this in my life, in my store, in my home. It's called Squad.
Squad.
It's about cheerleaders and werewolves. I have not read it and I already love it. It doesn't hurt that the art is by Lisa Sturl, who's done some really great stuff over the years. And I've just loved her work. Oh, I love. Okay. I'm just gonna start reading it right now. It's fine.
It's gonna happen.
When Becca starts at a posh new high school, she never expects to be noticed by the most popular girls. She never expects them to invite her into their pack, but they do. They show her how to dress and how to act and what parties to go to. And then one night, under the full moon, they let her in on their secret. They're werewolves.
Yeah.
This is when a normal person would run screaming, but Becca doesn't run. She doesn't scream. She doesn't want to escape. She wants to belong. And now she does. She's all new. It is perfect. For a little while anyway. Until Thatcher dies and things get complicated.
Yeah.
Super excited about this one.
Werewolves.
I can hear you thinking, man.
Do this one.
I'm just going to straight up read this right now. I'm kidding.
It's all good.
I'm going to read this after the show.
Very excited for what is now the first collection of the Silver Coin, a brilliant horror anthology series that features a bunch of different writers, including Chip Zdarsky, Kelly Thompson, Ed Brisson, Jeff Lemire, and Michael Walsh, who does the art duties on here. And kind of, it's his concept, basically, put it all together. A curse needs to feed. The story starts with a failing rock band whose fortune changes overnight when they find the mysterious silver coin. Next, it helps some mean girls at sleepaway camp. Follow the curious token as it changes hands over the centuries, from Puritan New England to scavenged junklands of 2467, and discover how much pain a cursed coin can purchase. This book is creepy.
Mm-hmm. Yes. If you are not comfortable with a lot of blood and murders, there's definitely some stuff in here you will not like. So heads up, it is a horror anthology and it goes all out.
A lot of blood and murders.
Yeah. But if you don't mind that and you love horror anthologies, then yes, would recommend.
Ow.
All right. We've got volume 2 of Inkblot. Very excited to say. Oblivious to the profound grief it has caused the seeker, the cat continues to meander through time and space, wherever its mood takes it. Occasionally evasive and constantly playful, it threatens to destroy what little control the sorcerers have over the realm and unravel what truths the seeker knows of magic itself. You know, like cats do.
Ow.
And it's got a sweet wraparound.
I love this Chaos Kitten. They're so great. Ow.
Actually, I want to see if I can show the one panel. There it is. Ow.
Ow.
That's basically what it says, and it's great. It's a good little chaos baby. I love it. Anyway, so if you have picked up Inkblot 1, Inkblot 2 is likely in your file. If you're not sure, just let me know whether or not you want it.
Yeah. It's the second volume of Abbott. Abbott is like a crime noir, but with a lot of spookum elements to it that I really like.
Magic realism.
Indeed. And it deals a lot with, the 70s and racism and investigative journalism, and just, definitely has a very a Rockford Files vibe. But
queer.
But yeah. I love it. Elena Abbott is one of Detroit's toughest reporters, and after defeating the dark forces that murdered her husband, she's focused on the most important election in the city's history. But when someone uses dark magic to sabotage the campaign of the prospective first black mayor of Detroit, it becomes clear to Abbott that the supernatural conspiracy in her city is even greater than she ever imagined. Now, Abbott must exhaust all of her abilities as a reporter and supernatural savior to rescue Detroit. But at what cost? To her own life.
All right. Next up is Sensational Wonder Woman Volume 1. It's very exciting. So this is another anthology series, kind of mini stories about Wonder Woman. So it collects 1 to 7, which I guess was all of them? Or 1 to 7 seems kind of
For
odd.
this volume, yeah.
For this volume, okay. Yeah, let's hope. Featuring stories by Stephanie Phillips, Andrea Shea, Colleen Doran, Alyssa Wong, Corina Betchkow, Amy Chu, Sina Grace, and Sanya Anwar. So, yeah. Sweet, sweet, sweet.
Ben, Abbott is
Oh.
absolutely outstanding, and you will definitely dig it. Can confirm.
Oh, yeah. I'm just reading back because I was like, okay, trying to remember.
You really like this series.
I did, and I didn't read all the issues, which means I get to read the trade now.
Ooh la la.
Oh, it's good. It's content. I'm going to see if we have volume 1 of Abbott in stock. For some reason, I don't know if we do right now, but I will get one in your file.
Bam. So this did come out last week, and the bulk of ours turned up this week. It's the first volume of Berserker from Keanu Reeves. Yeah. Matt Kint, Ron Garney, and Billison Crabtree. A war with no end, a man with no limits. The man only known as B is half mortal, and half god, cursed, just like me, and compelled to violence.
Wow,
not,
someone
not like
thinks
me.
very highly of himself. Half mortal.
Even at the sacrifice of his sanity. But after wandering the world for centuries, B may have finally found a refuge, working for the U.S. government to fight the battles too violent and too dangerous for anyone else. In exchange, B will be granted the one thing he desires, the truth about his endless blood-soaked existence and how to end it. This is basically John Wick meets the Old Guard.
Yep.
If you made John Wick way more intense.
Oh, yeah. And like, B is probably not nice to dogs, but John Wick is nice to dogs.
John Wick is nice to dogs.
B would not celebrate Wolf Newt. I'm just saying
Don't
that.
think so.
I'm taking a stand. No, I've seen some. There's some. Yeah, that's another one for blood.
You
and
definitely
gore.
rip somebody in half. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think there's a spine thing in there, and I just. Bleh. So, not for me, but the folks that read it, I loved it. So if it sounds like it's up your alley, more power to ya. All right.
Oh, right now he punches someone's jaw clean off his face.
Oh my god. Right. I was like, this is not for me when I was reading the single issues. I'm like, okay.
Ba-doop.
Yeah. Boop. The last 3 are Brandon books, so I'm just gonna go with
You can do that one.
yeah, and then I want you to do the last 2.
Yep.
Mostly because I have not read this last one anyway. So this is called On Tyranny, 20 Lessons from the 20th Century. Oh, coincidentally. Let's see. Okay, well, first off, it has a pull quote from Ken Burns, so you know this is some good ass right here. That's amazing. Although they put J.J. Abrams' pull quote up top, I think Ken Burns should have been on top. Oh heck, and Nate Powell. Okay. Dang. All right, I need to walk away from the pull quotes. Walk away. All right, Timothy Snyder's number 1. Oh yeah. Always got to mention when it has French flaps.
French flaps, baby.
Flaps français. Just kidding. My dad probably cringed somewhere. That was terrible French. Timothy Snyder's number 1 New York Times bestseller, On Tyranny, uses the darkest moments in 20th century history, from Nazism to communism and back to Nazism, to teach 20 lessons on resisting modern-day authoritarianism. Among the 20 are a warning to be aware of how symbols used today could affect tomorrow, an urgent reminder to research everything for yourself and to the fullest extent, a point to use personalized and individualized speech rather than cliched phrases for the sake of mass appeal, and more.
Yeah.
That's pretty funky.
Might be relevant for today. I don't know.
I mean, what? I think it's going to be a rad read.
We probably learned these lessons at least around the Second World War, right?
I mean,
And they stuck?
yeah, no, society did not learn that. French flags, baby! Wow, wow, wow.
I love that. I always get so happy.
You love French flaps, and I love how much you love French flaps. They actually make you happy.
It's true.
And that's just a nice thing, because you know this world really sucks.
It does.
So you gotta love the little things.
All right, we've got Discipline, the new book from Dash Shaw. I really like this kid. I call him kid because he is young as heck. His first book that was published, Bottomless Belly Button, I believe, came out when he was like 18 or 19.
Oh, what a baby.
Yeah. This one isn't sort of the more weirder personal fare that he does. This one is actually a bit more historical. During the Civil War, many Quakers were caught between their fervent support of abolitionism, or abolition,
Yeah, abolition.
their desire to preserve the Union, and their long-standing commitment to pacifism. In Dash Shaw's Discipline, Charlie Cox, a young Indiana Quaker, slips out early one morning to enlist in the Union Army, scandalizing his family and community. Far from home and on the front line, Cox is confronted with the savagery of battle and the cruelty both of the enemy and his fellow soldiers. He clings to his faith and his family through letters with his sister Fanny, who faces her own trials, betrayal, death, and a church that seems ready to fracture. Combining modern graphic storytelling with art that echoes the Civil War era illustrations of Thomas Nast and Winslow Homer, Discipline is an American comics masterpiece that serves as a powerful consideration of faith, justice, and violence. And then it goes through here. Wee baby Dash Shaw was raised Quaker in Richmond, Virginia, where he currently lives. He is the cartoonist behind many graphic novels, including Bottomless Belly Button and Clue.
I did enjoy that. It was so weird.
He's a weird dude, and has written and directed 2 animated feature films, including Crypto Zoo, the winner of the Sundance 2021 Next Innovator Award.
Okay.
Yeah, dude does stuff.
Yeah, he's an artist.
Yeah, his work on Discipline began in 2014, and the book was drawn over the course of 6 years.
Wow. That's impressive. Good for him. Wow. Amazing.
He's
Wonder
a
how old he
talented
is now.
boy.
Yeah.
Younger than me.
Okay.
I do know
yes,
that.
Still younger than you. I don't think that's gonna change, hon.
I still remember very clearly when I was working at Wizards, the owner would take me over to Remedy sometimes for meetings. And one time he's looking around, he's like, ugh, these college kids keep getting younger. And I'm like, that's not how that works.
No.
College kids are in college.
Yeah. Nope.
Dead Dog's Bite. I am so incredibly happy that this book exists and can go into people's hands. Cormac Guffin, or Mac Guffin,
I do like that.
still makes me smile,
That was amazing.
has gone missing. It's been 3 days and no one has seen hide nor hair of her. The police have nothing, and the townsfolk are acting more like a funeral procession than a search party. If Cormac has any hope of being found, it rests on the slouching shoulders of her best friend Joe. Joe will need her wits about her, though, because like any story worth hearing, nothing is what it seems. This is a truly bizarre crime noir story that really does pull on some magical realism stuff and like some weird Wes Anderson vibes, but like if the dudes who made Fargo made a Wes Anderson movie, basically.
Like if Wes Anderson made Fargo.
Yeah. Just like that in the mix. Just in the mix.
Yeah, a little bit. And like, I mean, you have got a dash of Twin Peaks in there. No lie.
100%.
It is a weird story. It does come together in the end, but when you're reading it, you're like, I don't even know how this is going to happen. And there's this really wild narrative.
Just a dude.
like omniscient narrator, just talking to the audience. At the beginning of every issue, there's one issue where he comes out of a manhole in the middle of a street.
Yeah.
He's got a suit on and he just like
He
walks.
just starts talking.
talking, and then he just walks out of the scene, and you're like, what just happened? Okay, I'm reading this book. It's weird.
Yep. I like it.
All right. Well, all right. I was gonna say that's all we have, but we have
The
to
big
talk
boys.
about the omnibuses. There is a new. The Christopher Priest one, Deathstroke.
Yeah, Deathstroke.
Yeah.
The complete Deathstroke. It's like,
It's gigantic. So Complete Deathstroke by Christopher Priest. It's the whole shebang.
over 50 issues in one volume.
Yeah, it's a lot, but I mean, obviously Priest is high quality. We got it in. It'll be on shelf. It will not be on the dining table because then you can crush it.
Oh, yeah. Andrew? Yes, this book for Andrews.
Oh,
My God.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. What else was? Oh, there's one more omnibus.
Why the Last Man?
Oh, that's true. It is a reorder. Like, it's not new, but I have it in stock. So we have all the soft covers of Why the Last Man. Thank you. Because the TV show has been going on, and I knew it would be kind of on people's minds. So we've got all the soft covers, and we've got just one copy of the big omnibus, because again, it's giant. So if you like that format, we do have Why the Last Man. But yeah, and we have a variety of omnibuses and omnibi.
Omniboops.
Omniboo in the store. So yeah, just let us know if there's something you're interested in, or you need to order in. That's a-okay, because we can do that too.
Awesome. All right. Let's get to talking with the good folks. It's the end of our Tuesday show, and as always, we like to do a little romper room section, something that we definitely came up with ourselves. That's where we take a look out through this magic mirror and see all of your happy faces who are hanging out with us today. Thank you so much for being there, and we want you to know that we see you, we appreciate you, and we couldn't do this without any of you. So let's see here. Ooh. I see Margaret. I see Brandy. I see Brent. I see Ben. I see J Swiss. And I see Andrew, the one and only Foley.
And to all those who are lurking and watching and not commenting, that's a-okay too. We love you. We're glad you're here sharing our time and space.
Indeed.
Yeah.
That's gonna do it for today's show. I'm very excited to dig through a good chunk of these.
Yeah, I'm digging into Squad. I think I'm going to skip over some of the singles issues and just start. I really want to know about Werewolf Cheerleaders.
That's good.
'cause
That's
I
good
gotta
news.
know.
Yeah. Well, if you do that, I'll make sure I cover the single issues.
I mean, I'll intersperse it, but I really want to
Yeah,
read
exactly.
Squad.
All right. So we're gonna start digging through that. And yeah, quite honestly, things are going good.
Yeah, things are going really well.
It's weird.
I hate it. No, I'm just kidding. No, I like it. Yeah.
I don't have the sense of impending doom like I usually do when things are good.
Yeah, like I do of the world, but like
Oh,
of
yeah.
our like tiny part of it,
Mhm.
like it's nice. It's good.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, no complaints. Cats are happy. Max is probably not happy right now, but that's his own fault. So the cats are generally happy.
Yeah.
All right, we will talk to you all soon. We love you.
Bye.
I don't know what to talk about when things are good. Like I know how to talk about when things are not good. It's just like